I cheated on you, so what? And I'm not explaining myself. It is what it is. And you could be mad. I don't care. It's my life. I'm gonna do what I want.
Baby girl, why you lie to me? Girl, you had a nigga on the side of me. Girl, I thought you really was gonna ride for me, but you really had telling lies to me. And you did it. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. And if you did it, tell me girl why you did it. And if you did it, tell me girl why you did it.
Tell me why you had to move like that. Like you didn't tell me I'm the best you had. Oh, you forgot that fast? Know what to do, gave you what you needed. But you was still out here running around cheating. Now that got me heated. How you forget about the way that you felt? You ain't smiling years before me, how you let that fail? Even your best friend said she never seen you that happy. But instead you just rather be messy. If you like it, I love it. But I know deep down you know that you bugging. Nothing good comes to a snake, just know that karma is coming. I take the blame, should've seen it from the start, it came fast. But I learned they ain't red flag, turn to six flags.
Girl, you had a nigga on the side of me. Girl, I thought you really was gonna ride for me, but you really had telling lies to me. And you did it. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. And if you did it, tell me girl why you did it. And if you did it, tell me girl why you did it.
I wanna thank you cause you showed me my worth. You was playing in my face cause you knew it would hurt. That's foul, but I don't even need to get back. Cause it's gonna kill you when you see where I'm at. And you stuck right there, you gon' wish you made a better decision. When you see the way a nigga be living, I mean you gotta be kidding. And how you chose money over love. I hope you know that money ain't enough and you can't buy this. You gon' learn that you can't buy real. He might have take you on a trip, but you can't pay the hill. Yeah, you might have called me lacking, but it's inevitably the shit whack, but it's whatever to me.
Baby girl, why you lie to me? Girl, you had a nigga on the side of me. Girl, I thought you really was gonna ride for me, but you really had telling lies to me. And you did it. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. And if you did it, tell me girl why you did it. And if you did it, tell me girl why you did it.
Why, man? Yeah, love that record. So this is another record. You didn't produce this one. My boy Tay Ease, who's on the hook, he produced this and he's on the hook. He's from my projects. So Tay was one of the first people when we were children, like teenagers. Like he's the first person I ever heard do the rap singing melody. This was back in the day, like early, like 2001, 2002. He was doing that melody. I remember the first time we heard Drake's Brand New. That was like one of the first records when Drake was coming out. Yeah. That you heard, he was like, "Oh, who's this? This is fire." Mm-hmm. He was doing that sound before we heard Drake. So there's a lot of people who started taking from like different people like. And that's how a sound is popping because of said so artists. Tay always just was like the nigga in the hood singing all the time because he can't really sing like he ain't like harmonizing and doing all the he is harmonizing, but he's not doing all the riffs and whatever the terminologies are for the singers. But he was always doing that, so I always knew like when I did like a first real body of work, I wanted Tay on it. Yeah. So crazy enough, Tay sends me this record 7 to 8 months ago, right? Maybe, 7, in April, he sends me this record, right? And as soon as I heard it, I was like, this is perfect for my album, right? But I had the record from since April and never touched it. But funny enough, the day he sent me,
I was gonna ask.
The day he sent me, and this is a crazy story, right? The day he sent me this record was the day I went on my first date with the person who's a lot of the themes of the record.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask something else.
What were you gonna ask?
I was gonna ask, did something happen before or after this record got sent to you?
No,
like how much of a coincidence?
So he sends me the record, and I looked at my text messages I was just looking for another conversation we had, and the day he sent me this beat was the day that me and her went on our first date, and then I didn't record on it for however long that is. And then, unfortunately, the theme of the record is what occurred, which is there was cheating.
Yeah.
And people may have a different opinion of what they believe cheating is. To me, cheating is cheating, and there's a universal opinion on it, and you can't cut that. And there was cheating that occurred, and you know, it's super unfortunate, and it is what it is. But at the same time, I wanted to be able to share that feeling behind the infidelity, if you want to call it, to say the least. Yeah, I think the record, the sample, the Love Is Blind sample, oh my God, like that was one of my favorite songs when I was an emotional kid at a very young age. Like I'm listening to Mary and Faith, and I remember Love Is Blind being on 106 and Park and being like, this is one of the hardest videos, this song, talking about it was just a moment. So when he sent me this sample, I was just like, oh shit, like that he had the hook on it already. I'm like, nah, this is fire. Yeah. And then unfortunately, you know, you tell God that you want to make an album about pain and grief, and then
he'll give you a reason to use
and
that.
then he's gonna get like I didn't record the song for 8 months, and then I had the perfect like I could have, because I've been cheated on before, so I could have made it at any point because I have a story about it. Okay. But then I get an actual story in the midst of all of this. Yeah. You know, because that's the thing about this album too. Usually when people are introspective like this, it's usually like years and years of history and stories they're talking about. The funny part about this album and the interesting part is that a lot of it is happening in present time. So I'm giving my heart and I'm sharing my grief and my pain of things I'm experiencing currently. Like this happened all this year alone, you know? So yeah, so why is, and again, it's that like, that boom pat, like not boom pat, but that like that.
Yeah, you
vibe.
Still got a little rock to it.
Yeah, you got a rock to it. Like I still wanted to make sure early on, because this is essentially from here on out, it's the second half of the album where things get a little more deep. But like I still wanted to give like a bop. Like yeah, we talking about a heavy subject matter and cheating and infidelity, but like nah, I still want to give you a bop, something you can play in the car, and you know while you riding through the streets, you know something you could play at the game night, or you could play on the radio. I still want to give that bop, so that's why I shout out my brother Tik.
Girl, I thought you really was gonna ride for me, but you really had telling lies to me.